Sorry if this triggers. If you have CPTSD, the number one thing that you have lost that you don't know you lost is your power. This is criminal, right? You were somewhere between 3 and 8 years old. You had so little power already, and somebody coercively controls you, or much, much worse. And they took away your power. I grew up and I started giving away my power, just handing it over to other people. And I never realised that I was actually doing that. I was connecting to people who reminded me slightly of the person or the people that did the things. We won't say what the things are because you don't need to know that, but just apply it in your own situation. What were the things that were done? Sorry if this triggers, and how did you feel about it? And how in your life, how are the patterns in your life created a situation where you are searching out people who remind you of those people, and then maybe marrying them, dating them, letting them become your boss. And then you're putting yourself in a position of underneath them, giving them the power and going, please don't do this to me again. And 99.9999% of the time, they do the same thing to you, and then suddenly you're back in emotional flashback land, and your body is going, oh, why are you doing this to me? And it's that giving away of power that I often have to work really hard with people to get them to stop doing it. When you are easily triggerable, you are very easy to manipulate. You will not notice that somebody is taking advantage of you. You will not notice that somebody is manipulating you into a position where you've moved away from all your friends and family and you no longer have your support structure around you. You realise that you no longer have control of your money. You no longer realise that if you had to leave, you couldn't. And you give all of this power away because you are hoping that those things aren't going to happen again. And not giving away your power is the ultimate expression of self-care. And self-care is something that people with CPTSD are incredibly bad at. You don't care for yourself because you care for everybody else. You care deeply about how everybody else feels because you know how it feels to not feel good. You're forgetting about looking after yourself, your body, your mind. You're not exercising. You're not spending time on your hobbies anymore. You're neglecting the creative part of your being. And self-care, that is connecting to the earth. That is looking after your needs above anybody else's. Of course, unless you have children, in which case their needs always come first. But you need to be looking after yourself. Do not give away your power.